Alright, what is going on, guys? I am back with a channel update. It's been a real long while since I've done one of these, and I apologize, but um, a lot of things to talk about today. I'm at church, so I figured, I got about a half hour to kill, so it's not gonna be a half hour channel update or anything. It's just I got a half hour to kill, but um, who's that? I don't know. Anyway, what's been going on recently is it's Jeanette, right? What's been going on recently is I think starting last week I started a brand new playthrough, which is the Mortal Kombat XL playthrough. Really, it is Mortal Kombat 10, but I conned my uncle into getting the XL edition, which is basically a special edition. You get all the DLC characters and all that, so I figured, why not? That's an ongoing playthrough that I'm doing. On Friday, I did an unbagging of Skillet's brand new album, and that is up and live on my YouTube channel. If you haven't seen it yet, really, please check it out. Not for my own personal gain of like, hey, I got views. Woohoo. You guys need to watch that video, and the cops are after me. I didn't do it. Watch, it's gonna be an ambulance that's gonna go by. Just watch. Hold on. It's getting closer. Listen. Yep, it's an ambulance. Well, not really. Oh, my finger. Yep, that was an ambulance. Every time I hear sirens, I'm like, it's a cop, and then it's an ambulance going by. I'm like, something going on. Hope everybody's alright, but what am I planning on doing in the upcoming few weeks is finishing up Mortal Kombat. Excuse me, I feel like crap, but finishing up Mortal Kombat XL. Probably gonna do some Batman Arkham Knight. Really cool, showing off my skillet bracelet I got off my. Hold on, it's not flipping. Flip flap. My skillet bracelet that I got from the bag that my pre-order I got, but finish up Mortal Kombat, probably start Batman Arkham Knight, or I may do some Until Dawn, but just depends. And the last 3 videos that I've put on my YouTube channel, which was parts this is part 7, 8, and 9. I was pressing the wrong button to grab. I was pressing R1 to grab and not L1 because I was playing Mortal Kombat 9 a lot. So I was so used to hitting R1 to grab, and L1 just, I don't think L1 didn't even do nothing. But, so there were some matches that some of the matches I did in the story mode that, I basically sucked. But, there's that, Batman, or Until Dawn, depends which ones. I may put a poll on my Twitter and see which ones you guys want me to do. If you guys do want to follow me on Twitter, I will put a link to my Twitter in the description of my video. What was that? Oh, it's a horn. I didn't do it. That's rough, man. But no, you know, I will put a link to the description of this video to my YouTube channel or my Twitter account, my Twitter page, whatever. And I do have a setup where you just can't go and follow me if, you know, I get a thing, hey, blah blah blah, so and so wants to follow you, and then I have to accept or deny it. If you are thinking about wanting to follow me on Twitter in this video, should comment, say, hey, I want to follow you, and then tell me who your Twitter name is, and I'll be looking for it. If I get a Twitter notification from you that you want to follow me, I would accept, and we'll go from there. But yeah, this channel update is a long one in the making, but it's been a few months, so I figured, you know, what the heck. I'm doing good. What's up? I'm recording for YouTube, so I figured it's a downtime. I didn't do it. See ya. Okay. I'm dead, man. I'm dead. But no, this stupid bugs. I hate bugs. But and one thing I want to talk about, really, about Friday, really, about my I called it an unboxing. No, it really wasn't an unboxing. It was I figured it would have come in a box, like a pretty cool, like skillet graphic box type thing with, you know, something like a collectible. But no, it came in the post. Came from the post office. Came in the mail, and it was like a bag. And I'm like, I thought it was gonna come UPS, because I don't. I'm not doing nothing. Did you shush me? No? Okay. I love her, man. But no, it came in a bag, and when I started my video, I was just gonna rip off the label so you guys couldn't see my address and all that, you creepos. But I just figured, what the heck, just flip it upside down, and then I opened it, and then, you know, you saw me drop all the stuff out and went through everything, went right to the CD first, and then you guys went black for a second. I opened the picture up and showed you guys the picture and all that. But one thing I want to make abundantly clear when I was doing that video was near the end, when the man tears were flowing, and you know, I've been through a lot. You know, I'm 19 years old, and I've been through a lot, and I know people go through worse things out there. People go through worse things, and you know, I'm not saying that what I go through is any stupid bugs. I'm not saying that anything that I go through is worse or better than what anybody else is going through. You know, the shootings that have happened in the last couple months, I feel sorry for those people, and my heart goes out to those people that have lost their lives, and even mostly those police officers that were killed, because I don't know what, maybe, you know, and I mentioned this in my video that, you know, I lost my aunt a couple years ago, like a few days before Christmas, and I lost my grandma back in 2009, and I wasn't even in the state of Ohio when my grandma passed away, and I was in Tennessee. I remember not eating for days on end. I remember on the verge of passing out, and my cousin, she goes, "Hey, like, I'm gonna go get Little Caesars for pizza and for dinner." And she comes home, she gets a couple pepperoni pizzas and breadsticks, and my aunt looks at me and she goes, she basically told me to eat, and I ate. And remember I was in my cousin's room, my other cousin's in his room, and my aunt calls me into the kitchen and she tells me my grandma passed away. And that was heartbreaking for me, and I had nowhere else to turn. I was basically blaming God for what happened. And no crutches? Oh. Yeah. But no. And I had nowhere else to turn. And when I get upset, or when I get upset as in emotional and sad and heartbroken and all that, I clam up. I don't talk to nobody. And I did not talk to nobody at that time. And I'm not going to talk I'm not going to talk about anything that I did, because of the fact that people may watch this video that I've gone through that, and I don't want that to bring up any past memories or current memories of people doing that stuff. But I think you guys can get the idea. And I mentioned this in my video on Friday, that God was using Skillet to help me. These stupid... And when I met Seth back in 2013 at the Alive, good Lord, I forget. I'm so tired. I'm so exhausted. My gosh, I totally just forgot about it. I'm exhausted, but when I met Seth back in 2013 at Kings Island, I told him, hey, this is how I found out about you guys from a friend of mine I've known since I was, like yay tall, I don't know, shorter than that, but since I was young. And I think I remember I did tell Seth about my grandma passing away and all that, and how hard it was for me. And Seth was a really cool guy, and I met him, I met his wife, Hillary, and I met his mom and dad, and his mom asked me, she goes, hey, where are you from? And I told her where I was from, and his dad also asked me, hey, where are you from? And I told him where I was from. He goes, oh, I know where that city is. And but Skillet, John and Corey, Jen, Seth, to give you guys props, and I didn't do it. Exactly. I know. Stupid bugs.
What do you listen to?
Nothing, but don't.
I saw you.
But no, guys, thank you. Gotta cut it short. Wow, that's scary, man, but no, guys, have a good day. I'm sorry I had to cut it short, but little monster here just decided, like, hey, I'm gonna slither on the ground and see what he's doing and mess up my YouTube. But no, guys, thank you. Have a good day, and God bless. Peace out.